I'm often asked, what is a Karrikin? And it always makes me smile because I love that our name evokes curiosity in people. A Karrikin is a compound in nature that creates catalytic growth. My calling is to create more Karrikins in the world. I want people to feel like they can spark catalytic growth for themselves and others through change and transformation. But that's always what I'm kind of pushing for from the platform, is how can we spark people to really want to do something different? Do not walk out of here without one thing that you're going to do differently tomorrow. For every single person sitting here in the room today, there's an opportunity to lead differently. For me, one of the most important things around change and transformation, and what I want people who are participating in an event with me to know, is that they have to start with self first. So it's really important as leaders that we think about how we model the way. How are we really demonstrating through our own actions? Because people see it all the time. People need to focus on changing themselves and then think about how they change others. And that's actually quite a confronting topic for a lot of leaders, because they're really good at changing other people, and they're really not so good at changing themselves. So if we can provoke in people an understanding, at least, of the need, then I think we have a huge opportunity for them to also change other people. Organizations don't transform, leaders do. That means each and every one of you has both a responsibility and an opportunity to really lead. What I'd like for audiences to know about me as a speaker is that I'm there in service to them and to their experience, and that I'm going to offer them all sorts of tools and resources that they can use to go back and think about their leadership in a different way. Think about how they're showing up for their employees, for their customers, for anyone else who might be involved or impacted by their leadership. People who are Karrikins do 4 things really well. They have the courage to act on opportunity, leaning into the edge of disruption. They curate a sense of connection and belonging for themselves and others. They intentionally move themselves from agreement to alignment. And they have the courage to do that with optimism and energy in all the work that they do. Karrikins know that they have to start with self. They need to go first. And in doing that, they continually self-disrupt, creating growth and transformation for themselves and their organizations. And the degree to which you are willing individually to self-disrupt and to make that visible to the rest of your organization, that's the degree to which the people that you're grooming are going to be able to adapt and thrive in turbulent times. Finding your edge of disruption is such a challenge, but it's also so rewarding. And it's being willing to take those assumptions about leadership and what good leadership looks like and really challenge them in productive ways for yourself, and then challenge them for other people too. Telling yourself the truth, in part, is acknowledging what the tensions are that are potentially getting between you and alignment. Intentional optimism is a skill that leaders can use, and it's a talent that they can develop. We'll give you tools and resources that you can take away to help build intentional optimism for yourself and for the other people in your organization. Never underestimate the ability to change the world, even if your team is small in a big organization or your company is small in a big industry. You have that ability, but it takes asking those optimistic questions, and it takes having that sense of courage to step into that space and figure out a different kind of solution. One of my favorite things as a speaker is when days or weeks or months later, I'll get a text message or a tweet or a LinkedIn from somebody who is in the audience, and they'll say something like, I found my edge of disruption, or my team is moving from agreement to alignment, or I'm feeling so optimistic about what we can do. And it always inspires me because it reminds me that they've chosen to go out into the world and to be a Karrikin, to spark catalytic growth for themselves and for others. For me, there's no better outcome as a speaker.